Welcome to Pete and Hannah's Watch List. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we are here today for AFI Redux. That's where we're trying to figure out the ultimate AFI list. And we're reviewing movies on pass lists. And then we're going to add movies and create the ultimate list, according to Pete and Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Hen. Today, movie number 75 on the original list, Dances with Wolves.
Okay.
Dances with Wolves. Hannah, have you seen this movie before?
No, I never.
You haven't?
No, I've never actually seen this movie.
You've never seen this movie before? Wow. Hannah.
Yes.
Where do we watch it?
We had to find a digital DVD copy.
DVD copy. Because it actually is not available on any streaming service in Australia. It's not available on
rent
buy, anything. So, DVD copy of Dances with Wolves.
Very hard to find.
Yeah, very hard to find. Considering it's a Best Picture winner and it was on an AFI list.
Best Picture winner,
Yeah.
Kevin Costner. Yeah, just there's too many factors to come and play. You're like, what?
Yeah. This movie was directed by Kevin Costner. Screenplay was by Michael Blake, based on his book, Dances with Wolves. Produced by Jim Wilson, which is Kevin Costner's producing partner. Stars Kevin Costner, Mary McDonald, Graham Greene, and Rodney Grant. Cinematographer was Dean Semler, who is Australian.
Oh.
And he won an Academy Award for this. Well done,
Yes.
Dean. Edited by Neil Travis. Music by John Barry. Distributed by Orion Pictures, which is later taken over by MGM. Release date was October 19th, 1990. It goes for 181 minutes. There was a 4-hour version of this movie a year later. And languages are English, Lakota, and Pawnee. Budget was $22 million, and it made $424 million.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
What a box office. They don't make them like this anymore.
No, they do not.
All right, let's go through the box office of 1990. Let's give it the top 15, all right? So this is, I just want to show a couple of things about this list, and then we'll talk about it, all right? So, 15, Three Men and a Little Lady, sequel to...
Incredible film.
A sequel to Three Men and a Baby. Another 48 Hours, sequel to 48 Hours. Presumed Innocent, starring the great Harrison Ford. Days of Thunder, starring Tom Cruise and also Robert Duvall.
Sure.
Back to the Future Part 3.
Yes.
Kindergarten Cop, starring the great Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes. Yep.
Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty starred movie.
Yes.
With the...
very over-the-top...
based on the comic books.
Yes.
Madonna's in this one as well.
Yes.
That's true.
It's true.
Die Hard 2, follow-up with a great sequel.
Yes.
Total Recall, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Hunt for Red October. This is stars Alec Baldwin, which is the Jack Ryan books. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, based on the popular cartoon.
Yep.
Pretty
Huge.
Woman, Julia Roberts' breakout hit. Dances with Wolves, Ghost, and Home Alone. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about. Okay, so you still got comic books in there, and things based on TV shows, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and
IP.
Dick Tracy, IP. But there's still a lot of sequels there. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 sequels there.
Yeah,
and
two of them are Christmas movies.
But what I really want to say is the top 4 movies of the year are all original. Some based on books, but original ideas. Pretty Woman, Dances with Wolves, Ghost, and Home Alone.
Yeah, like the new, fresh off the scene. Yeah, they aren't any of those sequels.
I'll say 2 of those movies are like more female sort of led. One's a Western.
I would say...
One's a kids movie.
Yes. Ghost and Pretty Woman are very much for the female persuasion. And then Dances with Wolves is...
Yeah, unbelievable.
And then Home Alone is fun for all.
It is.
Like, that is the family movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The elevator pitch for this movie, we follow John Dunbar from Union soldier to white savior. No, no, he becomes a war hero in the Civil War, and he gets given a post out in the Sioux country, and which is in Nebraska, and we follow his journal basically, and what his life is and interacting with the fellow Native Americans.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was this movie made? Right, now, Michael Blake, who had worked with Kevin Costner with a movie called Stacey's Night, he came up with an idea for a Western screenplay, but no one was biting on Westerns because of Heaven's Gate. They came out in 1980, and no one was making Westerns anymore. So Kevin Costner said, why don't you turn this into a book, and then we can, option the rights for it. So Kevin Costner optioned the rights to the book, got his producer partner Jim Wilson around. They couldn't sell it domestically, so they went around the world and then sold it all around the world, got enough money to start production, which the original budget was, let's say, like $15 million. It ended up being 22. And then did a deal with Orion Pictures, which gave Costner Final Cut, which Costner loves.
Ooh.
And the rest is history, it was made in filmed in a little bit in Wyoming, private ranches in Pierre and Rapid City, South Dakota. The bison hunt scenes were filmed in the Triple U Buffalo Ranch outside Fort Pierce, South Dakota. So, yeah. The main thing with this movie is the reception to this movie, okay?
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so it was a box office hit, right?
I noticed.
People loved it. It was nominated for 12 Academy Awards, winning 7.
Crazy.
Including Best Director, Best Picture. It was nominated for Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, one for cinematography, one for editing, one for music, one for screenplay. But the people that worked on the movie were very complimentary of Mary McDonald, Kevin Costner, and Jim Wilson. Mm-hmm. And the Indian Lakota Nation, Floyd Westerman, who plays Ten Bears, and Albert Whitehat, they served as elders and culture advisors on the film. They adopted the two families, McDonald and Wilson, and Kevin Costner. So they adopted them into their part of their family. That's how much they meant to them. But there was criticism. The Lakota language used in the film, as only one of the native spoke the language, they were critical of basically they were saying Lawrence of Arabia sort of, they called it Lawrence of the Plains. And so the language they used actually was female gendered language. So a lot of people were laughing sort of at it, Another thing was that the Sioux and Pawnee was a long-term feud, and portrayed in the book and in the movie that they were sort of picking on the Sioux. And so, but the Pawnee, it's sort of more complicated than that, But what it really came down to was they said it was a good try, but it was the person telling the story. It was a white guy telling the story about Native Americans. Mm-hmm. And that skew about that, that's what they called it, Lawrence of the Plains. So, yeah, there you go.
Which, it definitely feels like that.
Yeah.
100%.
It was really successful on DVD and Blu-ray. It just made so many. They talked about doing a sequel to this movie, but Kevin Costner was dead against it. Michael Blake tried to. He wrote a novel called The Holy Road. So that's really mainly it. Let's go into Michael Blake. Interesting story. Kevin Costner tells his story on Graham Norton show. He worked with him in previous movies. He was sleeping on his couch, working in a Chinese store. He told him to do this movie, and then he became really successful after this movie.
Yeah.
Because of, your friend backing you. And the friend, he made out of it as well. Kevin Costner was huge at this stage. It was a big bet for Kevin Costner. He'd come off Field of Dreams, Bull Durham. He had in the works JFK, had in the works Robin Hood. These are the things. This was probably after Sylvester Stallone had a couple of failures, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was just before his big tilt with Terminator and Terminator 2 and Kindergarten Cop and all those movies. Kevin Costner was probably the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
This is like, around there was Jack Nicholson. This is before Tom Hanks made it big as well. So, like, Kevin Costner was the biggest star in the world. And he could get any movie he wanted, and this is the one he wanted.
Yeah.
And they really didn't want to make this movie. And so he had to really work hard to get this movie done. So, he does winning Best Director and winning Best Picture. It does put him on the path of sort of directing and writing and producing, which gives us Waterworld, also gives us Open Range, also gives us The Postman, and also gives us Horizon, which he's still trying to get. He's filmed a sequel. He's trying to get that in cinemas. He's also partially filmed the third one. He has a script for the fourth one. So
the Avatar of the Plains.
Yeah, what an interesting career Kevin Costner's had. When we go into the Oscars, we'll sort of redo that.
Yeah, because Kevin Costner, especially you're talking about this at the time. He's like the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah,
he has a string of not so great movies and stuff, and then in recent years he came back by being on something like Yellowstone, and then thought, I'll give directing back a shot.
I think he always had it in the back of his mind.
I think he always did, but then he had the Yellowstone money, and so he was spending it. But that was a turbulent love affair.
I think once he got back on top, he was ready to go back and
back on that chair.
Yeah.
Let me in now.
So Michael Blake didn't do really many movies after this. Mary McDonald. She starred in movies such as Grand Canyon, also Independence Day, where she played the First Lady. If you haven't seen that, she did had a big run on TV. Do you remember that TV show that she used to do, the detective one? What was that one called? Major Crimes.
Major Crimes.
That was the big one that she did. But she's been in movies like Donnie Darko. She also did Sneakers with Robert Redford. Still acting to this day. Mary McDonald.
Oh, I know her. Yes, when you said Major Crimes. Yeah.
Graham Greene. He passed away last year. He was a great actor. He was in Die Hard with a Vengeance. Played McClane's partner. Also was in Maverick with the great Mel Gibson.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was looking through the 1990 box office, and I was scrolling down, and I saw Bird on a Wire with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn, and I kept going, scrolling down, and I saw Goodfellas, which was ranked low down, and then I kept going, and then I found Hamlet, which is the Glenn Close and Mel Gibson version of Hamlet.
I did not know there was such a thing.
There is such a thing, and there is a trailer with a great voiceover, and the voiceover says, the classic tale, and then it goes, a son needs to, the son needs to, is he going to forgive or forget, to be or not to be? I know it's on a streaming service. I think Hannah and I should watch it, and I think we should, do a little funny little review of Hamlet, because I remember watching that movie as a kid, and it is crazy that Mel Gibson's in that movie.
That sounds frightening.
And he has that mix of remember back in the 80s and 90s, Mel Gibson had that Australian mix American accent.
Yes.
He's doing that in Shakespeare.
Oh, well, because he can't do British,
yes.
I'm guessing. So that's what he goes for.
Yep. That's so good.
As close as you can get.
He is a legend. Oh my God, I can't believe that guy. He's a crazy guy. Okay, so Kevin Costner, we went through his career. Rodney Grant, who played Wind in His Hair, he was fantastic in that movie, wasn't he?
Wind in His Hair.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He was in Wild Wild West with the Will Smith. Will Smith. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A couple other guys in this. Robert Pastorelli, he's sort of like that guy who's in movies like A Racer and stuff like that. Tom Everett played Sergeant Pepper. Yeah, he's in heaps of movies as well.
This whole movie, most of it is just watching Kevin Costner by himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is
Kevin Costner's favourite subject.
Him and the horse.
Yeah.
And a wolf. It's basically this whole movie.
John Barry, the composer, was known for Out of Africa. He also did Living Daylights, which is a James Bond movie.
Oh, yeah.
So he had a great career as well, John Barry. We talked about Dean Sandler, who was the Australian that won for Best Cinematographer. He did a great job in this movie. He worked with Mel Gibson on Apocalypto. He also did Road Warrior, which was a great George Miller film. But he'd done like Dead Calm. He's done like comedy movies with Adam Sandler as well. Like he's done it. He's done it all. He did Stanley Wexler, which went to Netflix. Did Magnificent. So he's a guy that just continues to work, and that's Dean Sandler.
Wow, strange.
Yeah, what a career for an Australian film cinematographer from the George Miller School.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
love that guy.
Yeah, that's cool. It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a strange career, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Who else is? So we talked about Jim Wilson, who was Kevin Costner's producing partner. He also produced Wyatt Earp, which was one of those movies that actually had a intermission in it, and he also produced The Postman. Not as successful as Dance with the Bulls, but he also did Bodyguard and stuff like that as well. So yeah, Jim Wilson, Kevin Costner's producing partner.
Yeah.
The Neil Travis won for editing. He did movies such as The Edge, which is Anthony Hopkins' movie with Alec Baldwin. If you haven't seen that movie, that is a crazy movie. That is really good. And No Way Out, which is a great Kevin Costner movie with Gene Hackman's also in that movie as well. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But editing, questionable.
Yeah,
in this film. In this film.
What was the editing, you might say?
Yeah.
Critics recently, IMDb 8, Rotten Tomatoes 87, and Letterboxd was 3.9, which is pretty good, I would say.
Yeah. Pretty favorable for
Yeah.
for this film.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to discuss this film because it's it's not a bad film necessarily. It's just very, I don't know.
A lot
of
critics said at the time that the movie looked sensational, but they had some issues with the story.
The story is
So
not only you could question it's problematic. It's also boring.
Yeah,
it's also boring.
It was named by 19 critics as the best film of the year.
Well, that's see, I struggle with that.
So
it
did end up winning Best Picture, Best Director. Kevin Costner was nominated for actor. Graham Greene for Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actress was Mary McDonald. Kevin Costner won for Best Director. Best Writing went to Michael Blake. Best Cinematography, Dean Sandler. Best Art Direction, Jeffrey Beecroft. Best Costume Design, Elsa Zambrilli was a nominee. Best Sound went to Russell Williams. It was a winner. Travis won for Editing. And John Barry won for Best Music as well. Mm-hmm. Let's go to the Academy Awards of that year.
Tell me all about it.
Yes. Okay, so acting in the leading role, Kevin Costner gets beaten by Jeremy Irons, Reversal of Fortune.
I don't need to see it to know Jeremy Irons deserved it.
Okay.
I don't need to see it to know.
Best Supporting Actor, so Graham Greene ended up losing to Joe Pesci. But that movie year had some great supporting actors.
I'm sorry, I just noticed who was nominated for that.
Yeah. Andy Garcia.
No, keep going.
Al Pacino for Dick Tracy. Yeah. I bet you when Al Pacino was doing that movie at the start of the year, I didn't think he thought he was going to get nominated for...
Dick Tracy is a very strange film, but Al Pacino is...
Yeah.
He always plays a bit of a kook, but man, he's on something in that film.
Okay, check this out for actress that year.
Yeah.
You had Joan Woodward for Mr. and Mrs. Bridge. Probably a...
makeup award.
Been in the industry for ages. Meryl Streep for Postcards of the Edge, where she plays a quasi version of Carrie Fisher. Julia Roberts, a Pretty Woman. Angela Houston for The Grifters, which is a great movie if you haven't seen it, directed by Stephen Frears, and Kathy Bates for Misery, directed by Robert Reiner. What a film! Great year for actresses.
Yeah,
actress in a supporting role. Whoopi Goldberg won for Ghost. Annette Bening got nominated for The Grifters. Lauren Bracco got nominated for Goodfellas. Diane Ladd got nominated for Wild at Heart, and Mary McDonald got nominated for Dances with Wolves. Whoopi Goldberg's funny in Ghost, but
Ghost, a nomination for Ghost,
and a win. And a
win.
Yeah. Art direction went to Dick Tracy. Cinematography went for Dean Semler. He beat Gordon Willis for Godfather Part 3. No surprise.
We don't nominate.
So the directing.
Movies,
so this is one of the ones that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
This is part of my hot take. Is that I don't think going back to the movie now, it's fine giving this movie Best Picture winner, but Best Director had to go to Martin Scorsese for Goodfellas. It's just one of those all-time things. And then later, Martin Scorsese wins for The Departed, where he probably shouldn't. He should have won for this, Kevin Costner winning for Best Picture, I can get around that because Goodfellas getting nominated for Best Picture, and Iron Winkler, who already won for Rocky, I could get around, maybe this is one of those all-time movies, because he does JFK the next year, doesn't get nominated for that performance, which is an absolute
astounding
banging performance by all the way. So if he wins that year, instead of winning this one, it changes his career, I think. I don't think he goes into directing as much.
You mean he chooses acting over directing?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he getting denied the director, then comes back next year and wins for Best Actor. Now, Anthony Hopkins would have had to gone into Best Supporting Actor that year. You never know that would happen, but I'm telling you. And then the films that got nominated that year, it was a good year for films. Goodfellas, Godfather Part 3, which is
questionable.
Yeah. Ghost got nominated. Awakenings, which you haven't seen that movie. It's Robin Williams just going hard against Robert De Niro. And Dances with Wolves. It's great movie year. So, yeah.
It is actually, because when you look at the box office, it's filled with classics of cinema. And then you look at the Best Picture and you're like, that is they're all very wild ranges. We don't nominate superhero movies, and yet Dick Tracy's in there for some reason.
I know.
He has his hat there. And that movie, movie and Godfather Part 3 should not be there.
So my hot take is definitely that Kevin Costner shouldn't have won for Best Director, and maybe it changes his career. Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. What's your hot take, Anne?
My hot take is that self-insert director movies just... they're not good.
Can you believe though?
They're not good.
Can you believe that this movie made $450 million, even though it was like a vanity project? It was a 100% vanity project.
It's a vanity. You're so vain. Vanity definitely is my favorite sin. You have to be smoking the Kevin Costner grind right now. That's why it's so popular, because we see Horizon. Yeah. Everyone's not, he's not in Yellowstone anymore. So everyone's like, I don't really want to see Horizon. It's a 3-hour movie. Apparently there's 4 parts.
Can you tell me
I'm not going to see that.
Can you tell me the difference between Horizon and this movie?
I can definitely tell you. One, Horizon... Actually, no. Both of them are boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
the
only
Horizon gets...
is that this one makes more sense throughout start to finish, right? Whereas Horizon is nonsensical with all the different plots and all the actors and all the stupid stories.
I definitely want to see the director's cut of that movie.
He is absolutely, I got to give it to Kevin Costner, he's in love with the frontier. I think he believes he was supposed to be...
No, he's in love with 2 things.
He's in love with the frontier, man.
Yeah, but he's in love with 2 things. 1, the frontier, and 2, Kevin Costner.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah, he definitely loves the frontier, but these self-insert movies Woody Allen movies and this and, I like The Fabelmans, but The Fabelmans is a self-insert, movie.
He wish he lived this life, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah. You don't go back to the 1800s. Yeah. You don't play something like Yellowstone and not love the idea of home on the range.
What about how he's rocking the mullet in this?
The mullet, the fact that he's rocking mostly a mullet. He shaves the mustache and just wears a vest with his trousers.
Yeah.
Like, he's just trying to look hot compared to everyone else in this movie.
And like he just goes from this to makes Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, and he doesn't change his hair.
The mullet
same.
is the same.
Same hair.
Yeah, these self-insert movies.
Also same accent as well. He probably would have been more understandable if he used the suit.
I just don't think they work as much anymore. They don't work at all now. Like, we're not in love with someone so much to like go see a movie they direct themselves in, and you know, I'm here. You know, we don't, because we're more begrudging to it than anything.
Yeah,
and they just don't hit, because you know, like, what if they gave it to someone else and would, you know, they're trying to do something? This just feels really bad, especially because the character he plays in this movie is the most boring piece of white toast of a character.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, he's so boring.
Yeah.
And the whole movie's boring because you have the main character who's boring.
People love this movie.
Like, his start is interesting because he's kind of like a selfish little coward kind of thing, because he really believes that.
Well,
so he doesn't want his leg chopped off at the start.
Okay.
Right?
Why don't we go and see him breakdown?
We'll go and see breakdown.
Why don't we go? Let's talk. But I'm just saying. Let's talk this through.
These self-insert movies are just.
Let's go to Pete and Hannah's review. Let's start with scene breakdown. Let's start with that.
We're going to start with scene breakdown.
Yeah, let's start with that.
And it's like it's 1863.
Yeah, it is.
And we see some surgeons in a tent, bloody, dealing with a soldier, John Dunbar. His leg is badly damaged, and the doctor believes that they'll have to cut it off.
Yeah.
Right? When they leave, John just gets up, straps his legs, and bolts out of the camp.
Yeah.
He goes back to the front lines where they're facing off the Confederate army.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that the army needs like a sort of distraction, John steals a horse.
I don't think it was a distraction. I think.
Well, no. They needed. No, there's this whole thing where they're all standing still.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
No one's doing anything.
Yeah.
And there's talk of like if
there's a major that he doesn't know what to do. There's a general that's just watching.
They're just watching.
Hannah, I really think he didn't care. He was trying to commit suicide.
That's what
Yeah.
Again, my sentence was not finished.
Yeah.
Hearing that the army needs distraction, John steals a horse in a suicide attempt.
Yeah.
He is like, I'm bolting to the front lines.
He doesn't even tell the guy that he's talking to, hey, I'm going to create a diversion here. Follow me up.
You know, he's psychotic. Because he's like, he believes
the diversion doesn't work if you go and ride and get shot.
He'd rather die on the battlefield than have his leg amputated off and live a life. You know, he's really is a self. Like, this immediate puts in. He believes in his duty as a warrior and he doesn't want to do anything else. Okay, whatever.
Yep.
He rides back and forth, distracting the Confederates so well, because they're just watching this guy, that it gives the army the edge to, you know, take point. Like, everyone seems like an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He picks out a horse and like...
Great horse, by the way.
Yeah.
This horse is very... The look of it would be like Spirit for the stallion and the Cimarron. Very similar.
Yeah. It's got an attitude.
Yeah.
Like him, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he...
So after he's being... he gets knocked off his horse, and after being found...
by the general.
He asks not for them to take his foot.
Yeah. And then he goes, I'll get the real surgeon, the good one.
Yeah, they'll make sure that doesn't happen, and you'll be a hero. You know, you're a hero, son.
Yeah.
And he gets awarded the horse that he took, too. And then he, finally he gets to go and ask for a post that he wants, because he wants to be on the frontier.
Yeah, he gets given the Native American post.
Yeah, he goes to
the funny thing in this little bit is when he gets off the horse and he puts his foot down to signify
he has like a limp.
He's got a limp.
But I
just love Kevin Costner.
I will say,
I don't we just see the scene.
I don't notice the rest of the movie.
Never uses it again.
Yeah,
but
so.
The first time, he's
same movie brought up. It's literally
I just love it. I just love how he does that.
Yeah. He rides at Fort Hayes, where the commander, the Major Farnborough, assigns him the furthest outpost under his jurisdiction at Fort Sedgwick, which is like on the outskirts. Like
That
there's
guy's not all
nobody
there.
there. Oh yeah, this guy seems a lot off.
Yep.
But Dumbledore, the reason he wanted this post was because he wanted to see the frontier before it was all over.
Yeah.
Because he knows, like, once they take it over, like, it's not going to be this beautiful, majestic place anymore.
Yeah.
It's a weird vibe. Anyway, this guy, the Major, who seems a bit off, sends Dumbledore on his way. Not long after, despite not putting any record down that he sent the guy away, he just shoots himself.
Yep.
Yep, okay. And then Dumbledore is set off with Timmins, this weird mule wagon provisioner, as they travel the land to the far off fort. There's nothing in sight, no buffalo, nobody. It seems like it's just the two of them.
Yeah.
When they arrive at the fort, it's abandoned. Not wanting to give up, Dumbledore stays and wants to fix the fort because it's his port now. Like this is my post. This is my post. This is where I'm going to stay.
Yep.
Dumbledore even points the gun at Timmins to say how serious it is, unloading the wagon and the stuff. Timmins decides, he's then leaving, saying he'll make sure someone knows that he's here, leaving Dumbledore basically alone.
Yep.
He starts cleaning up the fort, and then while riding back, Timmins is unfortunately found by some
Pawnee
Native Americans, who kill him and take his wagon and stuff. So now
and he kept saying, "Don't hurt my mules."
Yeah.
Don't hurt my mules.
Now effectively, no one knows he's been sent to this fort all alone.
Yeah.
Dumbo. No one knows he's there. He's just all alone. After washing himself in the river, someone watches him from afar across the fort. Tries to take his horse. Dumbo manages to...
Do you know every time you turn your head like that, the sound comes through?
Oh, I'm like, okay. I'm like, what do you call it? In Singing in the Rain, I'm like, the mic is in the flower. Dumbo manages to scare him off, but knows that this guy will report his whereabouts to the others. By the way, Kevin Costner is just butt naked.
Yeah.
Because he's just been in the river washing himself. So he's just butt naked, just going, hey.
Because he learned in that river, like, there was, like, they poisoned sort of the river because they've put things in there.
Not only that, like, he's just, like, freaking out all the time being by himself.
Some of the soldiers were hiding in, like, little caves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, they stole their horses, stole their stuff, and then they moved on. And so the Sioux were going to do this to the next guy, you know?
So Dumbo tries to make all the necessary adjustments, trying to just wait out for help. The Sioux tribe holds a meeting, giving some kids the idea that they're going to go steal Dumbo's horse in the night.
Because there's like a disagreement between the tribe.
Whether they want to have a peaceful resolution or just take him out.
Yeah, should we engage with this guy? Because we need to learn about the white man, what they're sort of after and stuff like that. Yeah.
The kids try to steal the horse. It escapes. And even hurts one of the kids. Then the next day, even more of the tribe arrives to take the horse, only for it to escape again. Like
he's got he's on his own.
This horse, yeah. Fed up and realizing no one is coming, Dumbo leaves and goes for talks with the tribe. Mm-hmm. On the way, he finds a woman, bloody and distressed, and she actually passes out in his arms.
Yeah, great name. Standing with Fist.
Standing with Fist. And Dumbo takes her with him to the camp. And once he arrives, they are not welcoming. They kind of just take the woman back and send him on his way.
Yep.
At night, at the meeting, a meeting is held, and Kicking Bird wants to establish a relationship with Dumbo.
But Windy, he said, nope.
He's a little bit like, no. But, they end up meeting with Dumbo at his fort. While not being able to understand each other, Kicking Bird and Win in his hair like Dumbo. After a few more meetings, Dumbo is invited to the camp, to the Sioux camp.
Not Dumbo.
Dumbo. Columbo. Kicking Bird talks to the woman who was her earlier, who is a white woman that's been adopted by the tribe.
Yep. Stands with her fist.
And stands with a fist. Stand with a fist. She acts as like a bridge, a language barrier between between Dumbo.
But she's reticent because she hasn't used the language, and this is where Mary McDonald's acting comes in. She's sort of like saying
struggling. Yeah,
it's broken English basically, which she's using.
Yes,
because she hasn't used it since she was a kid,
which makes sense.
Yeah,
and it works quite well for explaining it.
Sure.
Her acting is quite well in this. The meeting goes well. Things are looking up. And what happens is Dumbo that actually spots some buffalo. And he immediately tells the tribe. They end up working together. And everyone seems to try to treat Dumbo better. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah. When they first find some buffalo, they've been skinned, left to rot. And that's by some caravan people. A disappointment filled the air, but that does not stop them because the next day on the hunt, they find the huge herd and even get Dumbo to participate. He even manages to save a kid almost taken out by a buffalo.
Yep.
He's like, He's like, I'm liking this, this whole community thing. Mm. Like he really is getting into it.
Yeah.
He's even given a place to stay at camp, for his troubles. Like, I'm part of the family.
Come part of the team.
Yeah. And after they see Dumbo play with a wolf, that he's affectionately named Two Socks, by the way, they refer to him as Dances with Wolves.
Because that was the only company that he had. He had the horse and he had the wolf. That's all he had as company at the base.
Yeah. And he just waits. Yeah, he's very patient being. That's a point on him. He's a patient being.
It's the best thing you can say about him, really.
Yeah, pretty much. The warriors of the tribe are leaving to fight the Pawnee. Kicking Bird asks Dumbo to watch over the family while he's gone.
Yep.
It's a great honor. He actually spends some time learning the language, getting closer to Stands with the Fist. Yeah, buddy. He is romancing this woman. The pair start a secret romance. But as things are starting to heat up, that's when the Pawnee are seen to attack. They're going to attack the camp.
Okay, so the romance between Stands with the Fist and Dunbar, their kissing is off-putting.
Oh my god, it's wild! It's unnerving.
It's so off-putting. Their kissing. There's just
it's like two people who've never touched.
They are going for it.
And the thing with Stands with the Fist is that her backstory is that she was married before, and he unfortunately passed not long before they met.
Yeah.
And she wanted to.
And then Kicking Bird sort of taken her in.
The reason she was
as a sister.
Yeah, the reason she was all bloody was because she was trying to basically again over John.
Yeah.
Suicide attempt, but because there's this whole thing where once you're in mourning, so you can't really seek someone else until given permission to do so. Yeah. So their relationship has to remain a secret for the time being. Mm-hmm. But the attack is imminent.
Yeah.
And Dumbo actually suggests he will give everyone guns to defend themselves with in the attack. The next morning, when the Pawnee arrive, they have guns this time. So they manage to actually, make the attackers flee.
Yeah.
Quite quickly. They rejoice and
have a party.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kicking Bird actually Stands with a Fist from her mourning.
Well, he doesn't know anything. Everyone else knows, but Kicking Bird's slow.
And everyone was okay with it because they're both white.
Oh, yeah, white, yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah.
That was my daughter, basically.
Yeah, it was my,
Anyway, he's like, the next morning he was like, yeah, sure, no. You're out of your mourning.
Yeah.
So you're free to marry.
She was shocked then. She was shocked, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, oh, really?
Yeah. And then he's talking and Dunbar, Dance with Balls, not even listening because he's like, I want to get it on with her.
They marry and he's just entranced by her.
And then we're like, we're not even waiting. We're going to get on and we're going to get a kid.
Yeah,
you know?
we're having children.
Yeah.
And Dumba and Kicking Foot actually have a Kicking Bird actually have a sit down conversation where he finally acknowledges the fact that the danger is coming.
The white cars are coming. Yeah.
They're coming.
Yeah.
They're going to take over this place.
The thing is, like, this tribe has dealt with the Spanish. They've dealt with the Mexicans. They've dealt with other sort of white people.
Yeah, people trying to take their land and
all these times, and they think it's going to be okay. And he goes, "You don't understand. These guys are going to come in waves, and they're just going to keep coming keep coming until there's nothing left."
And they go and tell Ten Bear, who tells them that they're going to leave for the winter camp.
Yep.
Dumba has everything except his journal.
Yeah, big mistake. Huge.
Which he left the fort. He's worried because it has all his notes and can trace them back to the tribe.
All his secrets that he has is being given. Yeah.
His name and everything, everything. But it does also include like his papers and stuff. So it's interesting that he would leave that.
Yeah, so strange.
He leaves knowing that the rest of them can't wait for him. So he's like, I'll be back quickly. Unfortunately, when he arrives at the fort, it is guarded.
Yeah, well, it's a full fort now.
It's a full fort now,
just
like he wanted.
Yeah.
Who immediately fire upon Dumba.
Of course.
Killing his horse in the
God.
process.
It's one of the saddest bits of the movie.
Oh, no, the horse. He cannot prove his story, as one of the soldiers has stolen his diary, despite saying, no, I don't have it. Refusing to help the army hunt down the rest of the tribe. He is charged with desertion, and the soldiers begin to transport the prisoner back. Two Socks, our favorite little wolf, attempts to follow Dumba and distract them, but is shot dead by the soldiers.
He's shot. You don't know if he's dead because he's taken on ghost form.
It's pretty tough. It's
Yeah.
pretty tough. Dumba's.
Well, guess who was over the hill?
Yes, Dumba's friends.
Yeah.
They managed to track and attack the convoy, killing the soldiers and freeing Dumba.
Dumba does his killing as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They meet the others at the winter camp. Dumba explains that he's now an enemy and would put them all in danger. So he's going to leave. They refuse to listen to him. They want him to actually stay. They love him. He's part of the family now.
Yeah.
Dumba is going to leave with stands with a fist because his presence would endanger.
Well, and she knows
wherever you go, I go.
Yeah. Like Kicking Bird sort of comes around and gives him a gift.
Yeah, they exchange parting gifts. Smiles a lot. The young go-getter returns the diary he recovered during the rescue.
Yeah.
And winds in his hair, shouts on top of the mountain.
That is so good.
His everlasting friendship.
Yeah.
And that's when, all the while US troops are trying to hunt down and locate Dumba, but they're not there. They've already left.
Yeah.
And the film...
But the only thing that's left... The only thing that's left...
is there's a wolf howling.
There's a wolf, in the
distance.
That's the ghost of Two Socks, I think.
You would hope. The film's epilogue text states that the last of the free Sioux would surrender at Fort Robinson, Nebraska 13 years later.
Yeah, that has hunted all their buffalo. So, it's funny how he does this movie and then he does White Earth where he hunts buffalo mercilessly.
He's on the other side.
Hannah, reasons to see this.
The Kevin Costner love affair
of himself. The movie looks fantastic.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Great. Yeah.
It's one of those your best picture winners. Yeah. I think it's just
is it going to be in the top 5 best picture winners of all time for the countdown?
You can find out, but it's most likely no.
No. Reasons not to see this.
Reasons not to see. It's like a vanity project.
Yeah.
This film is definitely a product of its time in a sense that there wasn't anything like it.
There wasn't. They weren't doing westerns.
No. There wasn't anything like it. That's what I'm saying. They just filled in a gap of people wanting the Western back.
Yeah.
And this was
a couple years later, Unforgiven comes out.
Yeah, this is a white man fantasy kind of movie, and it filled the void that was left by Westerns leaving. But it doesn't you also had Back to the Future Part 3, which is also a Western.
Did it deserve to be on the list?
No.
Are you surprised it didn't make the next list?
No, I'm not surprised at all.
And is it going to make our list?
No.
Would you buy this on Blu-ray?
No.
We've got it on DVD. It's fine.
We've got it on DVD.
I wouldn't, seriously, I would love all the Best Picture winners on Blu-ray. I would.
Yeah, and
I
like
would.
we're fans of Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
It's just this is not one of his greatest moments.
Would you recommend people to watch this movie?
Nope.
Are you going to watch this movie ever again?
No, not likely.
And rating for this one?
I played on my phone. I don't know. What are you feeling?
Okay.
I like beautiful looking movie, but the story's boring, the character's boring. It's just the white savior trope in a mix. Like, I love seeing different representation. Like, I love seeing the frontier, but
I think it is.
Pretty.
I played on my phone. If we were being generous, we'd give it a golf clap, but we're not being generous. Let's play I played on my phone.
Let's just be serious.
Yeah.
Because the film itself, it's like Lawrence of Arabia does whatever it's doing, but it's like on a scale like no other.
Yeah,
This is
Lawrence of the Plains, it ain't. Hannah, thank you.
Yes.
That was a great team breakdown by you. Next week, I'm going to give you a movie that you know you will like.
Okay.
Best Pitch winner, An American Paris.
Oh.
On the original list, didn't make the second list, so we'll find out next week why I didn't. That is my lovely co-host, Hannah. Let us know in the comments below if you like Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Long live cinema, and until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.